Now, every company that makes video games seems to have a car game at the moment. So
You kind of have to, don't you?
I think so.
I think it is a law for that or something.
We have the Crew for Ubisoft. You have, Need for Speed obviously for EA, which doesn't really count in this circumstance. Drive Club for Sony, but then they've also got Gran Turismo coming out, apparently.
You've got Forza for Microsoft. You have Codemasters with Dirt.
Yes, so like a lot of games are coming out in the car racing space, but they're all semi-arcade. Like they're not full simulation, except for the original Forza series, of course. But the recent ones have been Horizon. Yeah, so everyone else has gone down that road, but Namco Bandai have said no. We insist on making a simulator in the face of everything.
The people want simulators. That's
true.
The thing. Indeed, this game we're reviewing, Project Cars, was crowd-funded by up to 80,000 contributors, I believe.
Yeah, and this is the thing that I think a lot of people have been ignoring, because everyone extols the virtues of Gran Turismo, and while I disagree that it's as good as people say, it takes 6 years to make one. Do you know what I mean? So nobody can rely on that coming out, whereas at least with Project Cars, being crowd-funded, having all that kind of stuff, and then having Namco come in and say, hey, we can make this happen and potentially make some money out of it. You have a game that people can play who have that more simulated mind in play, I guess.
And indeed, it is very much a racing simulator. Like, it does not at all cater to a casual audience. There are no tutorials, there are no licensed tests. This game is very eager to rub your face in every single mistake you make.
So no rewind button?
No rewind button. And indeed, unless you take a corner perfectly, if you go too hard in or out, you'll just spin out and crash into a wall.
Awesome, because to me that's probably been the thing. I love a good arcade racer. Like Burnout 2 is still probably one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
But I do love a good simulation. Like, even the Forza series were really good. But some of the PC exclusive stuff that you can't buy, I've really enjoyed, because I enjoy tinkering with cars, playing with suspension, seeing how you can go.
Then you'll love this game because there is an endless options for customizing and tuning your car. And each of the games, about 60 cars, they all handle uniquely, as in you've got plenty of choice to race in your style.
And I guess that's probably the big question that is going to hold it back or not. A lot of these other licenses have paid a lot of money for particular car licenses. In this, is it more of a realistic kind of cut across the ones you'd expect, the Rexes, the ones that are known for being track monsters, or is it just basically what licenses they could secure at the time?
It's a bit of both. You've got a wide array. You've got your classic cars, you've got your Renault Clios, you've got your Audis, your BMW. So a standard choice, really. You also have some hypercars, some prototype cars that you only see in the endurance races as well.
Cool.
But at the same time, though, you really have to like racing and driving specifically to get into this game, because the career mode is basically just a series of menus and a fake Twitter feed.
Right.
And sure, there's online as well, if that's up your alley. But the AI is kind of dumb.
Yeah. I've noticed that to be the case.
Yeah.
Look, it's got to be said, there's one thing this game does really well that I really appreciate: dynamic weather. Spend more time putting dynamic weather in racing games.
Rain slick weather really affects the game, doesn't it?